It's just normal. I turned around and said the former student. Your face turned bright and I remembered. Are you one of the legends of the academy? Not to grow up. No one looks a little familiar to me. IP How is still remembering to grow up. The name sounds familiar. The current level is level 30. All skills are 100%. He spoke up, not wrong me. It is an empty city. I don't think about. I graduated a few years ago. That the academy still perpetuates my legend. At this point, I remembered that RA was a city who was praised by the academy as the first
Ever
genius.
since.
I just went to the academy for a year. Immediately appointed by the military career. When he graduated, he was 20. If he wasn't worried, based only on their own strength, he will really shake the gods. But in the end, this person may be in a group of female students. Maybe it's because of his handsome appearance. Now the sun is slowly setting. The city urged the two. You two should be safe. Hurry up. I'm here. You'll be safe. IP How replied. Then thank the grown-up for your patronage. IP Van Fei is still skeptical. He turned to me and told me. Even if he's our principal. But you really believe him? I said no. Keep an eye on him. Let's see the situation. It's not easy to trust people like that. I thought to myself. In this era, you can't completely trust anyone, except for my family. The city is only level 30. If you really want to get your experience, there's no reason to refuse. I started talking to the city. I heard it when I went to school. You've been assigned by a professional team. So what team are you currently devoted to? The school replied. The Emperor's Army, also known as the Emperor's Army. And when he heard that, he expressed his admiration. Emperor Battle Team. SAO is the team just behind the back. The battle team is the Kia SAO Battle Team Emperor. Your teacher is so good. He scratched his head shyly. Haha. Actually, it's not that bad. Because of my rank and my ability in front of me. It's just at the base of the reserve battle cage. Not an official member of the military. IP How just went thinking. The real Emperor Corporation is really charming. This is what you ordered. Let the system transfer the account to the private mode. Order confirmation system. The main account has been moved to the private. And then the robot shows up. Master, Mr. Cho, think about what you have to do. IP How asked, thinking where I can get props. The kind that can investigate the target. Ask the scout again. You are investigating in what way? Is to check the state of the body or see through. I'm gaping in shock at seeing through. There's also this kind of indecent props. Think about the scene. You can see through girls' underwear. Make you spray nose blood. Thinking teasing. Of course there's nothing you can't do. Only you didn't think of it. But religion. You see this at your current level. There is no way to build. You cover your precious and I'm afraid Tan is not there. How seriously asked again. I mean, there's no props that can know a person. Are you lying or not? Through breathing and heart rate. I think RA is like that. This kind of simple thing we can do. It's just the heart rate. Breathing to judge if you're lying or not. Because a lot of people can get through training to hide emotions. That we're going through the spectrophotometer. Watching the target and the creature's magnetic field oscillate. To be absolutely accurate. IP How came up with an idea. Shouldn't be late. Let's do some experiments first. And then I went to ask my sister. I feel that you and the grown-up AI. More handsome than you asked. Why do you suddenly ask me such silly questions? I urge you to just answer. The face confirmed. Now I have to ask why. In my heart you are the most handsome. No doubt about it. Thinking just straight talk. She's lying to you. This is even better than my brother. This makes me run out of words. That's a middle-class girl. IP How also began the plan to inquire about the city. The teacher doesn't know if you've heard of it. Has anything happened to the academy lately? It seems to have something to do with the Royal Society. It's safe to go back and ask. I've never heard of this before. Between the academy and the Crown Corporation. What happened, SAO? Think analytically and give results. Even though this guy is suspicious. But he's not lying. I was surprised by the results of the survey. He's not lying. This shows that he's no threat to us. In the meantime, you're in a hurry to make it up. It's just that some of my classmates mentioned the Emperor. The company's team. I scratched my head wondering why. Why I don't know. The recruitment. This is not our reserve team. I'm laughing at you. So you really don't know. They both stopped in front of a building. There's a distant call. This is not an old man. They were all happy to talk to the tall man. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I also want to greet the two CAs. I've been working with the team lately. I've been specifically approved for a day off today, so I have free time here. From the master opening the door, right? Then you have to work harder. The team's official position competition. It's very intense. Come in. Yes, the waste rate is relatively high. Every day I am tired of dying. Tall man to motivate, not to mention the gift of your brother. I can finally say it. He also slowly went inside. Don't forget to thank. Thank you for the good wishes of the two CAs. I will definitely try to be a member. In the earliest time, I won't let you lose. I can't say enough. Suddenly, the noise stopped. And in a hurry to say, wait a minute, you two are my friends. Give me some face. When they heard that, the two of them rejoiced. Run close to IP How. Come here and smoke a cigarette. This is a magic trick, please use it. I was startled by what I really thought. What is this situation? This boy is welcome compared to me. IP How raised his hand to refuse. I'm a non-smoking student. Besides, you don't have to take it personally. It's kind of confusing to me. The two of them were still admiring him, watching him speak. Your story is being spread. It's on the black market. Left in place. He refused the invitation of the Lord. Join the wearing battle team. It's embarrassing. IP How replied. I soon forgot about all the trouble before. Okay, I'm in a hurry. Let me in. IP Van Phi is curious. Wearing the team. IP How also did not expect news can get here so quickly. I thought to myself, there was no real news about the black market. Both the radiant men applauded him. Yes, CA. You are a generous man. Please come to this place. It's a bit Remember slippery. To be careful. Hurry up and call the principal. Let's go. The city is still not in time to recover. Just answer yes well. And then my curiosity began to chase me. My brother asked me to wait for you. Even though Ni invited him to join the team as SAO. What's going on? I just answered this for a long time. Peace in the back of the thought. It's not a joke. Wearing the ability of the high. But I invited a new elementary school student who has joining the Civil War. Just like that, the relationship can be a little magical. I think we should take a good look at this elementary school. In the black market hall inside, the air is very bustling. There's a lot of people talking to each other. Some people also come to drink. IP Van looked around dumbfounded. This is the black market in SAO rumors. The air is completely different from what I imagined. It's as lively as a bar. You just walked and looked around. I thought this was a bad guy. It's a dangerous place. I heard you say that. The teacher gave me the. It's a black market, but it has its own rules. Anyone who comes here must comply. But what I see now is only the appearance. AP How hand in his pocket. Walk in the front. I was wondering, as the teacher said. The black market has another dark side. Put your hands up to your mouth. Don't talk about topics that don't fit the class here. Just spend as much as you like. IP How replied that he understood. He turned his head and looked at me and said that. Thank you for bringing my two brothers here. I'm not late for your business. You go to your job. Happy to answer a lift. No need to thank. I also have something to deal with. And suddenly he remembered, something screamed. That's right, I wonder. Look at the system panel. Friend information is displayed. I want to add you as a good friend. Whether to agree or not. Attached 2 answer boxes agree 0D. Now the city continues. If we had such grace. Going to college is not the same as being friends. If you have any questions, you can contact me. IP How sounds so happy to say that. Thank you for your interest in adult education. When he's done, he clicks on the consent box on the system panel. The current system. Out information has added you successfully. You two have become good friends. You can start chatting now. Be safe before you turn away. I didn't forget to wave my hand. No need air clients. If you're done, you'd better leave. This place is for 2 people. It's not a safe place. IP How quickly answered. I watched him walk in his head thinking. Looks like I succeeded. It's already caught the attention of this old man. Intuition let me know, even if he hadn't lied before. But it's also suspicious. Be careful. Mr. Deep Van Fay looked at the trash around wondering. This place is so wide, but where do we go to buy drugs? Before my sister's question. A moment of confusion. I don't know this either. He thinks. The last time I was here I was taken to my own room. There was no opportunity to trade directly. Looks like a lot of people are asking. Suddenly there's a strange feeling. I just looked behind my back. I thought this feeling was being watched. I saw the girl with a cold face. But it's beautiful. Drinking glasses but eyes. Look here again. How suspected she was staring at him. The girl saw IP How looking at her. Open your mouth and ask the handsome girl. You're staring at me. You want to buy me a drink? That's what IP Van Fay saw. Immediately put out your hand and refuse. Sorry, my brother refused to talk. He's still young. I was standing next to my sister saying that. I can only laugh except to think. Suddenly the girl in front of me laughed. To interrupt his flow of thought. Ha ha ha, you are so interesting. My sister was just joking with your brother. Look at you so nervous. She stood up and bowed. Put your hand inside the bar table. The miniskirt only covers the exposed ass. She asked him if he was Mr. How. IP How wondered to look at her. You know my name right now. She stood up and introduced herself. No doubt about it. Your story has been widely transmitted in our Korean wear group. My name is Vu. Is the representative of the Korean group wearing here? In the mind of IP, how appeared the name thinking. There is a voice of hope. Confirm receipt of the owner. Even though she's not lying. But the whole body radiates the pink spectrum. The element show. Speaking of which, a small robot appeared happily. She really wants to. Seducing the Dark Lord. IP, how heard that panic. Put your hands up and surrender. No need to say too much waiting for the time. Suddenly, he came to embrace the hand of the devil. Pressed against my chest. Then talk about. Then she put her mouth close to Tai. IP, how said quietly. Leave me here. Take him to the private room of the Korean. And then she paused for a moment, and she said slowly, you can do whatever you want. Heck, listen to what she just said. His face looked at her and said, we are just here to buy. Don't wait for him to finish. Happily clasped himself close to his arm. Laughing, quickly do the real thing. This is your word. It surprised the men around. I can't close my mouth. The bald man was in a hurry to scream. What kind of background does this boy have that can be beautiful? For arms. Long hair named dress up. The white person next to me is also just upset. Jealous, screaming dimly. Lao too is normal. I dare not go up and talk to her. This kid is. The guy in the back was so excited he wanted to smoke. Two clenched hands and stomped silently in the heart. This quintessential psychopath. I must protect you well. I can't let him be hurt by a woman. These three immortal quotes. Now you guys. They're in front of the South Korean company's private room. Standing in front of the big door. With strange shapes painted on it. Private world Theo. This is the private room of the Korea Wear Group. She just said. I just dragged the dog inside the room. A circle full of light. Here, you can enjoy the highest VIP status. Whatever service you want. I also went in. She just got angry. I've been trying to find a way to get Chin between these two. Can we talk about the main thing? Don't just wrap your arms around me. IP looked up at his head. The square is glowing. Hovering in the middle to ask. Is this the first device? Trading on the black market? It's really convenient. Vu heard him ask that. He also looked at the square. The trading terminals. It's all on the black market. It's the main mode of trading, but most trading rights are universal. She looked up at IP How and continued to speak. And this transaction terminal, Korean Group Wear, has the highest level of trading authority. It means, if you have money, you can buy it. Top hard goods. It's rare and mysterious and not on the market. IP How comes closer to that square, and then he puts his hand on its surface and says, top hard goods, I don't care. I don't have the money to buy it either. My purpose here is now. On the screen, there is a red bottle. The most handsome CA seller in history. Advanced antidote. Stockpiled goods BA jars cost 60,000 a jar. When you see the information that shows up, IP How secretly happy. Found it. It is for sale, but the price this person is selling. Stop for a moment. In his head appeared the form of a man. Chubby with glasses, square rims and bald head. The professor certainly didn't run away. No matter what, from the beginning to the end. I feel a little suspicious. According to theory, the head of the hospital is a highly paid position. Why does he have to take too much? They steal drugs for money. What happened after all? IP Van Face standing next to IP How. You can also see the information on the screen. They say this medicine is too expensive. A bottle that costs sky high. The woman standing here also said, it's true that this antidote, although rare, but 100,000 a bottle is too high. He must have sold 60,000. Waiting for her to finish her sentence, IP How spoke up. But he's the only one selling this on the entire exchange. The high price is also very reasonable. I definitely want to buy this medicine, but we have to change the method. When he finished, he looked at the dance. Lady, what do I need to do when I want to do business? To deal face to face? Or directly trade on the device? The end is fine. In the end, the seller has to agree. IP How quickly continued, so please help me clarify. Hear that? He sat down on his knees and tapped on the screen. Get information and respond. Okay, wait a minute. Then she ordered her subordinates to take over. Help me contact someone new. Selling antidote premium. I want to deal with him face to face. Just finished, someone quickly responded. I will contact you immediately. Please wait a moment. A moment later on the screen, the words appear. It's unfortunate. The seller refused to make the transaction. The man standing next to him quickly spoke. Please contact the seller again. As long as he agrees to take the deal. I'm willing to raise the unit price to 100,000. He just finished. Someone can respond immediately. Please wait. When I heard your brother say that, I asked him. The price of this medicine is already in the sky. I want to increase it to 100. I heard my sister ask. He then turned his head to look at AP Van Fay and laughed to reassure her. Calm down, Africa. My brother is not stupid. You deliberately raise the price because you want to attract the enemy. As long as Kia agrees to meet the transaction in person, you can make sure you get these 3 bottles. It doesn't cost a penny. My brother is so sure. It's amazing, is it true? A notification appears on the screen now. The seller agrees to deal directly. Is rushing to. Please wait outside, there is a noise. Here's a man talking loudly to me. I'm sad to go to the bathroom. Let me go to the bathroom. I heard someone urge me to hurry up. You think this is the SAO market? The door is opened. A man in a suit with a chubby appearance. He was pushed in by 2 guards. It almost made him fall, angry, yelling at Millie boys. I'm the one who pushed me. IP House sits in the middle of the room. Put your chin in his hand and look at him coldly. It's finally here. The man who stuttered you was. Look at the boy in front of you. Suddenly he was scared to the point of sweating. In his head he thought, this little boy, how can I get into the VIP room? Calm down, can't let this kid. To find out everything. IP Van Face standing next to IP Pointing at him, he asked his brother. This old man looks familiar. It seems to be the man right now. Little girl asked, so startled, loudly yelling the nonsense. Who are you? You can come in here and talk about it. Who is the drug buyer? Come on, we don't have time. IP How grinned, ha ha ha. In fact, you are the culprit. The wound on the hand is not healed. I went to sell drugs. His right hand is sealed. He was afraid to look at AP How. This kid knew before. Why can't that be fucking? You have to think about how to run. This kid is dangerous. So he immediately turned and ran away. He was stopped by 2 guards just now. He gritted his teeth and yelled at them. Now you don't know who RA is. This kid must be lying. Why does it have 300 million to end this sale? Let me out now. He said from behind, don't heat up. He took out a black card. 300,000, I have a deal, right? I was surprised to see this card. Why do you have that card? That's the lady's body. She stood cross-legged and calmly said, as far as I know, no matter how many are on the card, whatever the money, the card, noble black card worth 5,000,000. The astonished man exclaimed, 5,000,000, he was afraid to turn his eyes to IP How. This kid. It may even have something to do with the baby. She's adopted SAO. IP How stood up and looked at him smiling. Looks like I got the wrong guy. I thought you were the one who was injured. I feel guilty about raising the price of this sale. That's what you said. So maybe we should. I haven't finished the sentence yet. The man hurried to wait. He held up his bandaged hand. The other hand hurriedly removed the wig. The past is the past, no need to repeat, and your words touch me. He took off his glasses and his wig. Fast forward. His eyes lit up and he said. So what we've just talked about and discussed. I agree, so we trade now and then. Or, I can see the true form of this man. The enraged man wanted to jump up. Just point your hand at him. This old man is you. The shoulder guard holds you back. Look at him frown. But I want to check the goods before that, okay? Happy man. Take the box out of my jacket. Yeah, of course. He opened the outbox inside the BA test tube. There's water inside each tube that emits light. Look, this is a high-grade antidote. Any poison can be solved. It took me a long time to get it and sell it to you. 100,000 is very cheap. IP How looked down at the bottles of antidotes, showing his excitement. The owner also has a good medicine. There's something written on the body of this vase. There's also the word hospital. He panicked. Hurry up and close the box and hold the plaster inside the loudspeaker. You're sure you read it wrong? In his heart he was unreasonably afraid. I have dealt with this medicine. Maybe there's still water on it. This kid knows something. IP How looked at him calmly and said, oh, I remember, I heard that. The hospital had 3 bottles of top-class drugs stolen. Probably not the owner. The man heard that, and the more sweat came out. Quick response, of course. How can we get it? You're slandering me. He grabbed a box of pills and quickly turned around and ran away. I don't trade anymore. This trade ends here. In his heart murmured. This kid knows everything. Suddenly, someone stood up. He looked at the 2 guards who were stopping him. You want to violate the sales rules here. Get out of here. His sharp eyes glanced at him and said. This is the property of the Korean Wear Group. It has nothing to do with the black market. On your part. We'll investigate and give you an explanation. Exactly who? She just ordered 2 guards to arrest him immediately. The boss screamed out to let me go. This is not over, you slander me. I'll definitely make you pay. She looked at him a little nervous in her head. Are you thinking about compensation? If it's not true, he's the culprit. And then suddenly he said, don't worry. She heard him. Listen to him. I continue. If you're innocent, I'll pay you enough. The boss, the man. Give the box back to the bodyguard. Dishonest Face looked at IP How and smiled. That's why you said don't run. Check it out. He told the investigative bodyguard. I want you to be clean for me. There was a bit of glee in his heart. If you want, I'll play with you. We were soon prepared. It's nothing if you investigate. Hold the medicine bottle in your hand, watch carefully. This medicine. It looks like it's not from the Korean company, but if it's really Korean, wear us. Then, her eyes suddenly glowed a strange blue light. I saw him and was amazed to think, oh. Her eyes seemed to have been renovated and upgraded. After a while, the black man turned around and ordered, take him away. What the hell is the boss screaming at? He was held down by 2 guards. Let me go. What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? Do you have any evidence to arrest me? Put your foot in his face, evidence. Dancing on his face. He was in so much pain that he yelled, hands down and look at him. You just need to change a little, maybe through my eyes. Why do you think our company? It's just a name. Let me tell you something you don't know. When new drugs are created, the pupils in her eyes turn blue again. Again scan through the vial. There are different things in medicine. And use secret substances to avoid being fake. There must be a special way to be able to recognize them. For example, my eyes. He panicked and begged me. I'm wrong, forgive me, I'll give them back. Please let me out. The dance frowned with those blue eyes. Her face looks so cruel. I'll get it now. If you want to blame me, blame the black man. Dare to steal from the company. But those who do not want to eat, only. It feels a little strange, but the company is big, easy to bypass security in a safe area, so he seems to be. The curiously inquired IP Van Phi. Why are you really going to kill him? I watched him laugh coldly and kill him. I don't want to get my hands dirty. The owner said he wouldn't kill himself. It's fun to admit, that's right, I'm just a piece of shit. That son of a bitch doesn't deserve to get your hands dirty. Just lift your foot and I'll thank you. The Lord does not command you. Throw him out of the danger zone and feed the monster. The owner of the crime now is like lightning striking across the ear. Please. Oh, I know. Wrong. Kill me. Even if I die, I don't want to be eaten by a predator. He suddenly burst out laughing. Let me go, you idiots. Haha, you think you can live a long time? It won't be long. The entire area will be surrounded by monsters. You're all going to die. Only the Salvation Army can save it. Human, he frantically shouted, save the League. I feel so bad about this. There seems to be hiding. Salvation Army Association SAO cult. This seems to be a classified information from. As the world enters the age or, there are so many sects, but I've never heard of this name. I suddenly realized. It's certainly not a coincidence. Something's about to happen. I have to prepare quickly. The police officer discovered the suspicious point that the culprit is also the person in the Korean company. Maybe he wasn't afraid of the consequences of stealing SAO. Did he say it was true? A monster is about to attack. They steal and sell for money. IP House secretly exclaimed reasonably. Good thinking. That's my sister. If, as it says, the safe zone is the private sphere. Clap Van Fei reassuring. Don't worry, these words have been around for a long time, so don't worry. The woman then asked him what she said. In 55 years since the construction of Safe Zone 9, this place has been through countless wars. With monsters, and this place still wins. Without any danger at all. The first one, though, is not a high security place. But that doesn't mean it's here. There is no strength to fight back. Second location of the area. Safety is chosen in place. Has a lower monster density and power level. So don't worry. That's it. He threw a box of drugs at the police. I'm a little surprised. Give me the medicine so easily. She just said, according to the rules, company assets are lost. Who found it belongs to that person. And she came close to IP House face to tease. Makes you a little awkward. How are you going to thank me? I saved you $300,000. What do you want if it's in my power? Tanvu Desert is a little sexy. Heart beats hard. Are you worried? If you don't have much experience, don't worry. I'll teach you everything. Waiting for IP how to reply. I saw that he was dragged out by his sister. IP Van Fei is angry. No thank you, sister. I couldn't stand this stimulation when I was a kid. He is now. Are you still shocked by your sister's words? Hurry to explain. Sister, don't worry about drinking. I'm half suspicious, ask again. So why did she signal to the bodyguard? I have a bottle of love for 21 years. How can you help me? Save 3 million Vainon. I'll invite you. But if I could, I'd like to hear more about the problem. You can be more specific. 04 Dance said nothing and gave me a glass of wine. You can spend time on all those boring things. I'll give you my address if you want. We'll talk all night. I didn't even get the wine, and my sister dragged me away. Sorry, but we have to go. Bring back the medicine. Don't let people worry. IP House said in a hurry. Wait, there's still something. Except for the drugs I'm going to buy for you. But now it's also saving money on drugs, so our current budget is over $300,000. I can't even dream about girls. What 300 million SAOU? Did you hear this wrong? He calms down. Come on. Always thinking for me. Top priority now. I need to upgrade my equipment. What happened later? I can protect my parents for you. Maybe you feel safe to fight. Not waiting for you to explain. I've opened the purchase system. Of course you should. What to buy now? Too many options. You are a little helpless to look at her. It's really this girl. The bodyguard went to inform Vu that it was time. She turned to ask how. There will be a secret auction soon. Do you want to join? I'm a little curious. Yes, I've never heard of it. This is a monthly event here, but want to join? You need $2,000 in cash to make sure you can afford it. Trading on the black market. Minimum VIP diamond or more. But what's sold there are precious items. Taken from the conquest in the copy. I'm a little hesitant. That sounds interesting, but I'm qualified to participate, for don't worry about you. As a representative of the Korean wear group, I can take you in. Every company has 2 rights to participate. I turn to my sister for advice, so stay here and don't move around. The company is currently busy selecting equipment. Just answer through the speakers. I know why. This weapon is highly offensive. It's sold at an exorbitant price. IP How only knows how to laugh, he secretly exclaimed. Women are most serious about shopping. Okay, let's go. Vu now opens the copy. I'm a little surprised. SAO shift port. Maybe this auction is somewhere else. The dance explained. Of course, that's where it matters. SAO can happen here. The venue is an absolutely safe place. There are 9 entrances. There are 9 gates. This is the first time I've heard of it. Although not as powerful as the Korean corporations, they are still in the top 10. Not just in these 9 safe zones. Other areas also have black markets. The dance pulls you into the copy. Okay, let's go. I'm looking forward to the auction right now. I have money, but now I don't need it. I need to prepare quickly. I have $17 to buy. Not sure if there's enough. I don't know how, but it looks like it's worth looking forward to. He was dressed in black and dressed in black. Enter the auction room. When I arrived, I asked what the coat was. He said that here the identity is secret, so when using this cloak, it will help us hide our identity. I find it interesting. That's what RA is. This seems to make sense to everyone. There's always caution. Vu immediately introduced the auction area here is huge. It takes a lot of money and effort to build this place. He looked up at the whole hall. I also appreciate the distance of this place. It really is. It's a magical place. Sit down, it's about to start. Right now, the MC of the auction suddenly appeared. Nice to meet you all. Welcome everyone to the auction. I'm the host. Nice to meet you. I looked at the host in wonder. What style bees look so weird? You summon the thinking AI system. Can you help me with this auction? Clear AI thinking explained. Based on the item, I'll give you an accurate rating of 15 SAO, based on their properties. To help the owner not spend lavishly, I will help the owner buy the right item. You're a little bit expecting this to be useful. Do you have any other skills? The thinking AI is bewildered by your question. Not currently. If the owner wants more skills, please upgrade the link level of your account as high as possible. You're a little lost in heroics. We'll find a way to upgrade later. Suddenly the thinking AI tells you, it's discovered that adult schooling is also here. The owner has changed. People on the stage stand on their heads. The right hand emits an aura. The person who met you before is called in. I'm quite surprised. What an older SAO. Why is he back there? I don't know. As a member of your reserve and resources team, I shouldn't have been here. This guy also has a lot of secrets. The host shouted, are you ready? In this auction, there will be 10 extremely valuable items. Any lucky person will get it. They don't waste your time anymore. Let's go to the first item. Level 70 Ancient Magic. The first item just came out. It immediately attracted many people's eyes. What SAO high-level item is also level 70? The host of the show. This is an item that was taken by a group of mercenaries. In a copy. Extremely difficult. This product also helps users to upgrade. So the starting price is $100,000. Price increase per time must not be less than Ancient 50,000. Ghost level 70. Don't miss the promotion opportunity in front of you. Just. A lot of people in the hall have started to bid. I'll pay $150,000. I find it strange that you don't bid. This is a good one. Would you consider buying it? I know you're trying to hide your true level. Maybe not even level 70. So this is a great fit. It can't pass the eye. She thinks the value of this item is 2 stars. Because this thing is nothing to the owner. No need to buy it. I agree with you, I think so too. At this time, someone offered 300,000. It's got the whole hall buzzing. Box 300,000 and AI priced higher than 300,000 times A. 300,000 times 2. 300,000 times BA. Congratulations. The level 70 magic castle belongs to you. I realize the buyer is an adult. I thought to myself, 300 grand a head start, what's really worth it? Or there's something manipulating everything here. So we'll move on to the next item. The auction room air is heating up. The participants are anxiously waiting. Capture that mentality. The host of the show. Move quickly to the second item. That's the blood-stopping potion. When using, your blood will not be removed within 30 seconds. He's constantly explaining the benefits of this item to attract people to the auction. We all know that. This is a very rare potion. Along with the ultimate quality, it will keep your blood from being subtracted for up to 30 seconds. The starting price is $200,000. Each price increase is not less than $50,000. Start the auction. The system is focusing on analyzing this item. It is at most a SAO. The owner has unlocked the fake master's account. Just level up, then these are not trivial SAO. After getting advice, I was surprised to hear about its use. It turned out to be so bad, so don't worry about the lack of medicine and earn more money. It's so good, I'm so excited. I want people to bid quickly to get to the next item. 450,000 times the first time, does anyone want to pay more? For 50,000 for the second time. 450,000 times BA. Congratulations to VIP 11. The auction was successful for $450. Don't let the auctioneer wait any longer. We'll go to the next item. This is a rare item. It allows users to fly in the sky. That's the heavenly cloak. Maybe everyone already knows the use of this product. It is after use. Users can fly in the air. In 5 minutes. Altitude not more than 20 m. The recovery time is 2 to 4 hours. The host's words were too attractive. It's got the whole auction room excited. Lively discussion. Starting price 300,000. Each price increase is not less than 100,000. A lot of people are curious to buy it, but the system quickly analyzed RA. If the world has planes, what does it need? She wants to be a superhero. IP how? I was so excited to auction right away. I wanted to be scared. I couldn't hold back my emotions from the invitations. Hello from the MC. That waste money on unworthy items. Quick fire prevention system. Owner, don't buy it. This isn't really worth it. Thinking for a long time. Assess the need for a celestial gown. I also nodded in agreement, but in my heart I want to own it. You're right, I shouldn't waste it. The guests in turn gave the price to lock 400,000. The first time 500,000. The whole room was silent. Look at the girl sitting next to you. When boldly shouting the price of 600,000. VIP 30 paying 600,000. Does anyone pay a higher price? I looked around in surprise and turned my head. The host's voice still urged everyone, in the hope of raising the price even more. But no one pays more. Congratulations to VIP number 30 for obtaining this item. I saw IP House staring at me. What I just auctioned. The girl smiled as if she had realized something. It seems like this guest really likes this item. Turn around and I'll tell you. This life can't predict anything. Being rational is not a good thing. This is for you. I was surprised when the woman met me. I wanted to give you something of such great value. IP How is also quite confused. But because I'm so excited and I want to get a cloak. No, I intend to take it. But the system seems to have picked up something. Can speak up. Be careful, this guy has a dark purple spectrum. She's planning next to you. After he heeded the system's warning. How he pushed the gift towards the girl with his hand. Thank you for your interest in me, Miss Universe. But I can't accept. You've helped me a lot today. I don't want to owe you too much. If you can keep it. If I have money, I'll buy it for $800. The girl sitting next to him. After listening, I was a little confused and embarrassed. You seem interested. I can't believe I got another 200. Haha, he is really not simple. I was going to make him owe me. It'll make him join the army. It's really not that simple. After you think so. The MC immediately praised the next auction item. The next item is one of those things. Extremely valuable. And it's definitely going to be a personal thing. Indispensable for many people. It's the ultimate epic level item. IP House suddenly shouted SAO epic items. It's a blueprint of the building's core. Heart of Stone. Its property is, use the capabilities of the item. To create a permanent warrior, listen as your command. You can change and level up to level 10. The original gender was neutral. The host is now shouting. The drawing of the academic work core. It starts at $200,000. Some people are surprised to hear that. 200 million SAO. I didn't hear it wrong. A rare engineering master's drawing is 800,000. The whole hall is lying now. It must be because the usage level requirement is too high. Afraid of not selling. No way. Who became a professor of engineering? Kim's protein career is difficult. There's only the top big corporations willing to spend resources and money to get it. Small companies are hard to use. That in the world, there are no more than 10 people who become teachers. Brothers, people talk. I am now aware of my Kia title. How much is it worth? No more than 10 people. I can't believe that science is so rare. A thinking proud face. That's of course, not just talent. You need talent beyond the average person, even the previous owner. It is also very difficult to get this account. To obtain the title of Master of Engineering. I also admire your luck when you hear that. It is so difficult to play against heaven. Then you have to find out with your own abilities. Vu told you. I don't think anyone's buying this. I don't know why it's so cheap. She explained. Although this drawing, it's scalable and has tremendous potential, but it's very difficult to use. And even if you're a college professor, when making drawings, you also have to spend a lot of energy, intelligent power, so it's very difficult to get people to buy this drawing. You're laughing when you hear that. What are you afraid of? More importantly, no one will buy you. The easier it is to have it. I have a system to help. Of course, he is not beyond the expectations of his wife. 200 million. No one bought SAO. Okay, no one bought it. The host saw that no one was paying. You should declare it ignored. Then you raise your hand. Wait, VIP customer number 30 paid 200,000. I don't think anyone bought it. Everyone in the hall saw you raise your hand, and they poked. Someone actually bought it. I thought I was an idiot. If you think you want to make money, stop this. Why did you buy this? This thing can only be used by engineering masters. Even if you want to buy it back, you can't sell it. You look mysterious. Don't worry, I bought it with my heart. I'm so excited right now. He is awesome. The people here, how do you know its true value? But for me, this item is definitely 5 years old. The host declared, congratulations to VIP 30 for purchasing the original price of 200,000. The system's announcement boomed. The amount is subtracted 200,000, you get the diamond item. I am glad to hear you. This came at the right time. In addition to increasing his firepower, it might even help me protect my dad, mom and sister. Special effects. Lucky, the branch has activated the study drawings. The center will be upgraded. You're excited to cry. The double joy always SAO. After a promotion, center setting, properties, using drawings to permanently build a warrior figure. He is always loyal to his master. Can be modified and upgraded. To request the use of an engineering major. Level 10 to level 20. Gender neutral. Can adjust itself from level 10 to level 20 SAO. Then, dealing with monsters at levels like Ghost Eye Demon Spiders. It doesn't matter. The thinking AI next door winked at the owner. Have you forgotten? Level is not the most important. Its gender can change. Who thinks then? Mirror images of sexy dressed maids into the brain. Master. What do you want me to do for you? You know what to do. I have never thought of wisdom 1,000 times. This guy is such a cool guy. You raise your fist and teach the mind a lesson. This trip was beyond my expectations. Is there anything more special about the other 6 items? Very quickly then the 5th item also appeared. Along were God Shield attributes. It has a defensive effect. 30% reduction in damage received by the user. Starting price 700,000. Item 6. Dragon Teeth Blood Attribute Dagger. When dealing damage to the enemy, it turns into 20% of your blood. Transaction price 1,000. As soon as the item is about to appear, the host is just now showing off. The 7th item will be revealed now. It's a super rare level name Magic Summon. Starting price $10,000. Each increase is not less than 100 million magic beast summons. After using the added magical power, magical creatures in the crystal, it can be activated to fight. Until the magic power is exhausted, everyone in the room is starting to bid. I'll pay $1,100 for this. I'll pay $1,500. You say, this is the first time I've heard of this item. Explain after defeating a low probability boss. Fall out that crystal from boss. That summon this magic beast is of a rare type. It's easy to understand if you don't know. Private dancer, this opportunity seduces you. There's so much in this world that you don't know. And you can't touch it. At your current level. But if you're interested in these secrets, you just need to join the army. So I thought about convincing myself to join. Looks like she's struggling too. Maybe in her eyes, I'm like a frog at the bottom of a well, but I didn't know I wasn't trapped. By his own power. You can also get out of the well and see the vast blue sky. The host's final statement. Items with a price of 5,000. Congratulations to this buyer. AI thinks with sarcastic voice. Even if you want to, then you don't have enough money to buy things right now. Where is it? He was threatened by a black heart. Shut up and don't make me mad. Right now, the presenter jumped off the stage. Next, I might have to make room for it. Because this item is huge. After the smoke melts away, what appears in front of everyone? It's a big tank. Introducing the 2000mm cannon. Electronic Warfare City. The electric car from this city, using electromagnetic energy to shoot out an electromagnetic wave. It's very destructive. The whole hall exploded. Not expected. This auction has the whole city car. This is definitely in the hands of big corporations. Maybe so. An unsuccessful copy is a battle of 50 to 100 people. It's not a luxury corporation that's the best fit. I silently exclaimed. Copy success. Today is really open to the eyes. So much information. It's cool to have only the 8th item, and it was like this. The rest of it will come as a surprise. This is really worth looking forward to. Next item. Battle Tank Level 40. This tank can destroy everything. Even though it's level 40 to 60. But importantly, its output is extremely stable. It's not a bad choice for exploration teams. And success. My starting price is $2,000. Each increment of at least 200. Come on, show me your arms. The jury just finished. There was a series of hands shouting out loud. 2,200,000, 2,800. 3,000 soldiers standing next to him. Private Vu review. It's too big, it only works. Give me a copy of the success. This is really not necessary. The copy of the city sounds great. The dance explained. The city is one of the battles. In addition, it also has a tower. Hide from the war. Biochemical warfare. And only the top teams. They can join the invasion and occupation. Judge price fixing. Congratulations to the VIP who got it for $8,800. Next up is the 9th item. Senior 100 copy key. The starting price is $3,000. A little bit about you. It's the mysterious key. Lead the owner to mystical places. But a copy of the legend. You all heard it, and it's amazing. This is a 100 SAO premium copy key. Since I set foot here, I've never seen high-level copy key like that. According to the resources this copy provides, then at least it's about 5 million. IP how ask. It's worth up to 5 million. Why do so few people want to buy it? Billionaire again explained. Because the copy keys are all usable. When you use it, it starts counting down. If its level of use is about 0, then you won't be able to get in. Repeated use will reduce the number of uses. So it's almost always the top teams that buy them, because they can get copies done quickly. I was surprised to hear her finish. What's wrong with that? Then my level 40 copy key. You call immediately. Level 40 Deputy Key Analysis System. The system has been successfully Deputy analyzed. Key level 40. The property of the item has changed. Please check details as below. Deputy Key level 40. It's recommended when you're 40 to 50. The coordinates are C87 outside the safe zone. Unspecified type. It is not specified that the strength is 80%. IP how thought. Of course, durability has been added to the key. There's been rust. You must have a key to get into the copy, but what's important is where C87 is. I can't even think about SAO. There was another young man shouting 1,5 million. The whole crowd was surprised. A 5 million SAO is terrible. The judge is done. This VIP guest is priced at 5 million. Is there a higher price? Of course there's no one to tie the knot with. IP how didn't say anything. Think a 5 million copy keys. Of course, there is money to buy. The judges continue to line up. Please don't leave the next place. Please don't take your eyes off. This is the final product. It is also the most valuable item. Legendary item Drug Revival Rage. Starting price 1 million. A little bit about you. It's a rage drug. Legendary items containing mysterious powers. It can help revive people. When everyone heard it, they screamed. The drug revives people. You can joke with me for sure. How can I get this drug? Even if they have to sell. We all need to get this potion. The dance is also fucking amazing. I can't believe I didn't have enough to buy it. Fucking IP how turned out to ask the system. Can we build a regenerative medicine? This is not the answer system. Resuscitation is a prohibited item. It's going to upset the rules of the world. The judge introduced Theo. As everyone knows, as the world enters the age or the skills of reviving are taboo. Even the most senior pastor, you can't understand it or control it. Before death, if you use this potion, you can come back to life, but it's very powerful. It's about turning users into monsters and killing like crazy. A young man answered after listening. Turn into a monster. Then the other is dead. The judge interrupted. Keep listening, everyone. This rage only lasted a month. After a month, you will be back as normal. The auctioneers immediately wanted to place an order. That's why it's worth it. I'll pay a comma of 5 million. IP how silently commented. Life is really important. Any money that is not used is thrown away. But what exactly is this rage drug? This is the first time I've heard. Out of love. There are other races in the world. Everything about it is almost a color. When the other black man heard the price, he raised his hand. 3 million BA, 3 million. The judge said this VIP paid 3 million. Is there a higher price? The young man IP how heard the big man say also surprised. Why do you have so much money? It's suspicious. There's something shady here. At least stay away. He's out in case of trouble. Solve yourself for good. Judge price fixing. Congratulations to the VIP Got the guests. Item for 3 million. That is. Today's auction is over. See you all here. Have a nice day. It's really cool here. You have to make more money next time. When I saw my sister, I cried. Have you bought the equipment? I'm not afraid to wait long. If you hear that, speak up. Why did you come home so early? Wait a minute for me to choose. Intense violence with his sister. Go back and talk to Vu. Thank you really. This trip helped me harvest a lot. Smiling, don't thank me yet. What you see today, it's just the tip of the iceberg. If you join the army, you will remain. I know more than it. Oh, thank you, I'll think about it. Turn around and say, hurry up. Give me half an hour to buy something. After you get back, you know. The answer is clear. I stand by the system. Discovering this world is very difficult. More importantly, I have to protect my family. You can't delegate that important task to outsiders. Even large corporations. It is best to rely on your own strength. So, you said this whole academic thing makes sense. The necessary items are easy to find. That's $4 million on the black market. It's time to build. 3 days after the academy, the school bell rings. The students have studied the Middle East enough. Everyone is worried and waiting. Listen to information about terrorism. It just happened at my academy. The principal in the audience spoke out loud. After 3 days, the students will probably be less frightened. The principal kept an eye on the students in the institute. After getting their nods, he continued, as we know, 3 days. In front of our school, there was a terrorist attack, aimed at the Korean group Lady Wear Kai people. This is a high-profile terrorist attack. It's carefully planned. The security level of the academy, not enough to defend. He gripped his hand and continued. Everybody knows, if the lady wears what's really going on in the academy, then our academy is done. The principal's attitude demonstrate the seriousness of the matter. He told all the students seriously. As a principal, I was so desperate at the time. But at this critical time, the appearance of a person, it's not just saving the great lady, it's also pulling our academy in front of despair. The students seemed to hold their breath in silence, waiting anxiously for each of his words. Then the whole school burst into happiness and start speculating about that character. An enemy is a level 15 drill. The leadership is closer to level 50. How did that person do it? Borrow an analytical male student. He must be a member of the military. Only someone of this size can do that. Other students protested. I heard that a student did. Some others heard that and laughed. What are you kidding, students? We're all on our knees on the shaking ground. Who dares to stand up? The principal smiled and asked to be quiet. You've probably heard some rumors in the last few days. Right, we really are. He was saved by a fellow student. Then the next one. The principal pointed his hand towards IP Hao with a proud face. Shout out to us. Let's use the best applause. To welcome the savior of the academy. Let's go to the stage to receive the award. Slowly he walked up to the principal. In the surprised eyes of everyone. What is really happy? The whole academy is talking. Some people look at you admiringly. Some of the others raised sarcastic voices. It's IP Hao who can't upgrade that SAO. What's funny? If it's really him, I'm going to invert the S shape. Another boy spoke to me. But I don't know what it's like. What do some others think? There's something shady about this, asked the principal. The identity of the savior is a secret. Why did you use IP Hao to trick us? Guy with glasses with brown hair are voicing their discontent to hide the real savior. The principal pushed all the hard work for IP Hao. If you really need a replacement, why didn't you choose me? I'm better than that shit. In every aspect, he was suddenly screeched. People who often go with IP Hao grab the collar, lift people up, now try again. He yelled angrily at the sky. How can you get rid of this stinky ant? The old man was fighting a strong enemy. Your pants are still dripping. His face was pale with fear. Hold up your hand, please don't you dare to peek at me. The rest of the students were skeptical. It is not true that IP Hao did it, even though the principal said so, but it's hard to believe. It's not like AI saved the academy. It's just a name with a reward. A compliment go a few on stage, that's it. Nguyen portends the skepticism of everyone, but disgruntled by IP Hao. I thought it was the devil who saved everyone. Why don't you believe? He is so strong and handsome. The snow crane stood on one side and watched everything. I have just thought about it. The principal shouted loudly, to silence the entire academy. My words that people don't believe. Smiling, he stood next to you. Your hands in your pockets say. You don't have to pay attention, principal. People only believe what they see with their own eyes. For something they don't understand, that's a normal reaction. It doesn't matter whether they believe it or not. Please don't do this little thing to delay the award of your prize. The principal nodded in agreement and spoke sternly in front of all the teachers and students. I'll give you 101 points. Another point is to encourage me to keep trying. I saw the principal commend him so emphatically. It makes people who are suspicious to feel more confident. It's probably not a fake this far. All in the same voice. Give a big applause to. Compliment yes yes yes. We believe that IP Hao is the savior. But only by mouth. I really want to learn from the principal. Suddenly the students point their noses at me. Can't stand the provocation. The principal was angry. Prove the reward by mouth. Even though our 9th academy doesn't have the money, like other districts, as outstanding contributors to the academy, of course I'm not stingy. He suddenly handed out a pile of cash. To prove I can speak. I can see that. Some bad people are jealous, then say fuck. That much cash, it's all a reward for IP Hao. SAO principal, you really do that? The principal continued firmly. $2 million in cash is just a small amount. The real reward is the old world of distributed integration. The people down there are amazing, something that even has such a big reward. The dog really can't believe his eyes. He calmly confirmed again. Aesthetic this principal. This is the academy's treasure. Normally you wouldn't even give a glance. Really give it to me why he. Put your hands up and say, even though the students knew about it. But I'll be clearer today. And then he started explaining this precious map. It comes from former students, the greatest in history, our 9th academy. Hunter legend grave only. It symbolizes the spirit of courage to move forward to discover our unknown. Hunter's Relic, you've all heard of it. They're a powerful group of people who are not afraid of death. Special. Discover wild manuscripts and old world ruins. Then sell coordinates to large groups for high price. The Tomb is one of the greatest explorers in the era. Order on Earth. His goal is to restore order to the world. Based on your own efforts, he drew a map. Distribution of wild monuments and copies within a radius of 2,000 kilometers. Focus around the safe area. IP seems to be very interested. I have some information about the grave. I heard about this, but it was too late. He went deep into an area that no one's ever discovered before, but couldn't verify the authenticity of the map. Should be considered a great legend by everyone. The principal continued. Before the ridicule and scorn of the world, the grave just smiles. But as a former classmate, and who studied under him, I always believe in the heart, his courage and spirit of discovery. I'll never forget the day that he delivered the drawings to me, and then disappeared into the wilderness outside the region. Safety. The principal's voice choked. It's hard to talk about the past with the grave, so he quickly regained his emotional claim. It doesn't matter if the picture is real or fake, the one who received it was the coward. He put the map in his hand gently. Maybe you just see it as a reward. But I see it as a legacy. The principal with tears in his eyes. A belief in IP. How? You said I felt the courage in you. That's why I'm going to pass this on to you. Hope I can live up to everyone's expectations, and become a man greater than the sepulchre. Hold out your hand to the treasure respectfully. I am glad that I will not make you 7. Don't worry, principal. I will not live up to your expectations. Suddenly the building shook. The objects are moved. The light bulb on the ceiling fell. It makes everyone panic. What's going on? The SAO earthquake is about to flee. Then people discover and talk to each other. Look at the ceiling. A bright golden ray. Immediately get everyone's attention. It's the space crack. Suddenly there was a big hole in the ceiling. The principal quickly shouted. People are running and hiding. What are you doing out there? All students evacuate. Get to the shelter immediately. Hurry up. Professors above level 15 stay in formation. Prepare to attack the enemy. He still holds the map in his hand, looking at the ceiling. Think about the warning I've heard before. Why is that? Maybe I was really hit by 2 people. Why is it now? In a crowded place like a campus, obnoxious low-grade students running away. The rest of you stay steady and listen. The direction of the principal. Pay attention to the animals that appear. The professor stabilizes the formation. And try to take the time. Let the students evacuate. The professors shouted yes. The monster is showing up, attacking people in the academy. Many students were injured. It's ironic to say take the time to evacuate. Where are you even thinking about running away with me? It's a pig's head and 2 fangs. It's called a monster with a rank of 15. One saw it shout. Level 15 at SAO is so strong. Love to hear that angry shout. Level 15 bad. Favorite tribe. We're out in the wild, killing to evolve. They can survive until now. They're all level 15 elites of this great man. The waste you can't compare. The monster is burning so close. A boy is lying down. He threatened in fear. Don't come here. My father is a very strong martial artist. If you dare to touch a hair of mine. He's definitely not going to forgive. I will not forgive you. The boy's weak threats. It makes the monster more excited. Bad, right? Then you help me fill my stomach before it breaks. You have a taste I like. The boy's scream became more and more tragic before the sharp claws of the iguana. You saved me. Suddenly the monster that was slashed with a knife to the head lost all its power. The cry is fading. The clam is screaming. I feel saved. The boy was happy. Father, are you father? IP How came from a distance. He carried a large sword on his shoulder. My father didn't have a son like you. If you want to live, go to the shelter. I realized the person I had despised saved earlier. A life. The boy knelt to embrace the feet of the benefactor. Deep Mao. IP How excited. Thank you for saving me before. I shouldn't have doubted you. Please protect me. In times of urgency. But this idiot is hanging on. I turned to shout. You don't understand what I'm saying. Name boy 3 legs 4 legs ran away. Yes. He was scared in front of his eyes and thought. That look is definitely not a joke for a second. He will definitely kill me later. He looked at the monster in front of him thinking. If this invasion of this beast is to occupy the 9th safe zone, then surely the scale has to be more than this. The initial level of interest is 15. Just like the devil last time. This shows that space crack limitation. It can withstand level 15. It's a question of what the maximum limit will be. I was thinking when I heard a distant call. The wind is holding the axe, my father said. The old man is here to help you. When fuck also followed by IP How. I came to help you too. IP How suddenly said. Guys. 3 people have not been able to plan a fight. The sky and the earth shake again. IP How pointed his hand towards the space crack. The space fissure has reappeared. They don't seem to stop. How continue to judge? If I'm not mistaken, this time, it will be at level 15. But at your current level? IP How could not finish the sentence. La Fong and Gwen signs of surprise. What is level 15? The wind suddenly turned. People leave understand and the old man goes Ngwen sign. We will only hinder the old man now. Ngwen Omen also understand the idea with the wind retreat La Fong continued. All that we can do is to help professors evacuate their students to the shelter. You two just tried to turn your back. Then I heard the sound of the wind. To die in a hurry. I think this is a good opportunity for my two friends. Hustle called the two back. I didn't tell you to leave. Follow me. Now's the perfect opportunity for you to get promoted. Can't be wasted. He hurried to the bird with his sword and said, I'll cut them until there's only a little blood left. You're going to be the one to strike a fatal blow and get experience points. Gwen points up first. The sign is in a hurry. The wind also stood by to cheer the old man. That's a fucking weapon. Let them know that. People are not so easily bullied. Vu Hung Scorn said he did not know how to live and die. He then raised his sword to the first blow. Make my animal lover howl. Quack quack aa. Ngwen point of history. Use the primary lightning to quickly defeat the monster. He then went on to command. Follow me and don't stop. From the auditorium straight to the campus. If you are in love, you take turns killing. They both nodded in understanding. Then 3 people walked into the campus. I saw a monster attacking the students of the academy. Hoops, die for me. The sound of schoolmates pleading for help. Save me with a boy still calmly said. Don't run around. Follow the professor to the bunker quickly. The whole academy was destroyed by the beast. He looked around and whispered shit. The situation is worse than I thought. It looks like the entire 9th safe zone has been attacked. Conspiracy theories have come true. I love standing in front of you. That's the Taurus horned ghost. It's very satisfying. Want to escape the comfort of others. It becomes the value of our experience. It's the best choice. I will let you die without pain. IP How refused to surrender. Straight up, fight monsters to open the way. Cho La Fong Im. Go, we don't have time to talk to trash like you. I'm a little worried about the Una aesthetic. Even though I told my sister to stay home with her parents and Nana this morning, no need to go to school, but I'm still a little worried. Then he motioned for the wind. He finished it, and immediately agreed to it. Then you give the system an order. Contact system with Van Phi. System quickly activate. In contact, please wait. The wind unleashed a fatal blow. To die beef with no meat barn ship. Who is the value of your experience? Horny ghost Taurus pain roars stupid clam. The sword landed safely. I am always worried about my sister. Even if you worry, you can't ignore it. Professors and students, you have to contact Africa first. Let's see what's going on there. Then we can figure out the next step. However, the system displays a message. The enemy is busy or the signal is jammed. I can't connect with Phi. IP How was just annoyed. I was worried about not being able to contact my sister. Angry at SAO not being able to contact Van Fei. Maybe she's in danger. Suddenly there was a scream of 7 voices. RA is a monster. The wild ghost is speaking out. Humanity is weak. Even if it's the same level 15. But you are not my enemy. You know how many people I have to kill. Can I go to level 15? Human waste. Master Chen only had 20% of his blood left. Being trampled underfoot by the beast, even in times of danger. But he still refused to serve her. Don't bring our humanity out. Equate with the wild animals. Kill each other like you. I want to touch my students. You must first cross my body. He hugged his bloody body in front of the students. Despite the same strength, you have the courage to protect. That's why all the AI students are thrilled to call you. The wild ghost Master Chen jumped up and said excitedly. I will be perfect until you come. And slowly enjoy the taste. The blood and flesh of mankind. The old man had a weak strength. And still try to block the monster. Give your students more time to escape. He shouted at the children to run away. Wild charm swinging hand killed. The dead man in front of him suddenly cried out. Who is Clam? Monster armpit. Was suddenly attacked with a fatal stab in the chest. He collapsed with only 1% of his blood. You have even made fun of the fact that you are forbidden to cry. Master Chen escaped alive, crawling towards his students. I can't see who is my benefactor. I'm a boy standing next to you. Quickly shake. Fellow Professor IP May. I haven't been able to recover my soul yet. The whole group was pushed by you. Master Chen, please bring your other students quickly. Get out of here. I'll help you wrap up after you realize that it's true. IP How. Master Chen is very grateful. It's really bad. No tiger is the savior of our academy. He smiled at the applause of his classmates. Thank you, Mr. No. The opportunity for Kia lovers. It hasn't been renewed yet. We need to get there fast. Avoid accidents underground. But in my heart, I am very worried. I thought to myself, it's useless to worry about parents at home. I can only trust Nana can keep them safe. Now we have to do everything we can to solve it. All the fans at the academy then hurry back home. In another part of the academy, there's a monster out there. He's also in level 15. It says this is the SAO School of Humanity. Look at the idea of using the living nomads, dedicated to the captain, is accurate thinking. I heard early on that the school has a lot of low-level humans. It's hard to get assigned to this area. He flashed his long tongue, and a happy eye went on. He had to eat a full meal. Are visiting. Check the situation. Then you hear the sound of your turn. The monster looked at the opponent in front of him confidently, showing contempt. This is not possible. Even the weak little human dare to stab us. The wind swung its axe high from behind the beast. I said stab you. He knows that best. Panic monster begging for a life. I haven't killed a single human yet. Come back from the crack of space. The wind is out of the ear. Determined to defeat the single love, the RA wind added a fatal blow to its head. If you want to come. If you want to go, why do you think this is your home? You're probably going to die, trash. The beast roared in pain. I am in the presence of the help of IP How. The wind has finally been promoted. Let's go to level 15. Follow the monster slayer. The promotion is fast. The Omen Gwyn is equally excited. That's right. I even got to level 12. It's all thanks to IP How who took us to the plow level. You're having fun, and suddenly you're startled by the wind. Now Gwyn sign. I don't want you to call out his full name. To avoid two people arguing, IP How quickly reminded. Stay alert. You shouldn't pay attention to such small things, and we shouldn't be lost in pleasure. After promotion, he frowned and looked back and continued, including you just now, is that we've killed 20 animals. Besides, they're all level 15. This is absolutely not normal. Love invasive class. It doesn't stop at level 15. As predicted, from the crack of the universe appears a monster that is at level 16. That's the tiger's sword. It roars up the pipe. IP How quickly analyzes the level of interest. It's increased like that. There are two cases, not yet analyzed. The tiger's sword came and attacked 3 people.